Showtime. You're live with the Command Bros. Share that shit.
That's on your shit.
Yeah, you gotta share that.
Right, I'm gonna do
the other
that
shit. That's what your fatal fuck it was before. But it doesn't matter. He's on top of the game right now. You're live with the Command Bros right now.
Live with the Command Bros right now. Let's see, how do we get this YouTube chat board up?
All right, just so if y'all
Show
know,
live chats.
there's one person, no persons.
I guess none came across yet.
I seen the one dude pop up right there. We're test running this.
What's up? What's up?
We are test running this right now. What's up? All right, here we go. Devon's in the house. What's good with you, baby? All right, just so you know, this is what we're doing. We're trying this out for the first time. You're the first to be in the room. Whatever you want to do, as long as we can do it, no wild, crazy shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever you want to talk about, it's on. It's go. What do you want to know about the Command Bros? What do you need to know about the Command Bros? Can the Command Bros help you out with something? Can we tell you about some gear or discount prices, or maybe a mask that you wanted to test out and maybe we had it, or maybe we haven't, or maybe we can find out. This is what it's about. What up? What up? You know what I'm saying? So however you want to put it out there. If you want to know how we do our things, we want to know how you do your things. In fact, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What's your tactical prowess? What are you trying to step up in the world of paintball? Maybe you want to become a little bit more stealthy. Maybe you want to know a couple of tricks to move the people. Let's see. So what do you think about the Ether 2? You know what? We just tried the Ether, didn't we? That's not the one John had? Which one is that? That's the one... remember the one he had? It was... Well, anyway. There was the Ether. I don't know if it was the Ether 2, but we had one at the field at P3, and... I was kind of impressed, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Some people said it was a little bit bigger than it needed to be. And the one that we played with, it had like a sort of like a Marpac camouflage in it. Right. It was nice. It was decent. Well, is that the new strap you got? Like, is that your new marker?
What do you think about it?
Yeah, what do you think about it? Do you have it, or what? You're trying to go out and get it? I haven't heard anything bad about it. And if it's the one I think that you're talking about, you know what I mean, that's the one Dakota was up. You know what I'm saying? Messing around.
Tickle it.
What you think about it, man?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know. We'll read it to the world.
Do we need to get that weapon in the paintball world hands?
I mean, it would already be in the paintball world hands, wouldn't it? If
I'm saying, hey.
Okay. Yeah, you starting to shoot that rope now, huh?
Right. He's shooting rope now.
That's what's up. Yeah, you know what? When it comes to like most of your markers, personally, if I wasn't a ref and I wasn't working at P3, I wouldn't have much to tell you about them. I had the HDA camo. Yep, right. Yep, nice. That's the one we played with. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice marker, man. For real. You know what I mean? And the price is decent too. But because I'm around a bunch of speedballers, man, I get access to play with these guys. Now I can't tell you that I know a whole bunch about the speedball world guys.
Right.
I don't. The only thing I know is the difference is like how light the trigger might be, or the weight of the gun, you know what I'm saying? But I would not be the dude to go to if you're like a speed baller and you want to know all that. I would send you to my friend John. John would know more things about that, which one day we'll have on here, because this is the first time that we are doing
What Do You Do
on YouTube Live. And you are the first to be graced.
Right.
Or actually, you graced our presence, or your presence with, you know what I'm saying.
Right. Glad you're here. Took it because of the game and I don't know my first scenario game. Oh, how'd you like your first scenario?
scenario. What was the scenario about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Was it a military scenario, or was it a scenario that has some type of other thing, like a comic book scenario, or say a fantasy scenario, horror scenario, preferred football? Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. Saves on the paint.
Yeah, I think it just keeps popping twice when you put something in there. Use that outside. But neighbor. Anyway, yeah. But other than that, we got 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
That wasn't that choreographed.
Right.
I'm gonna leave it because I glow naturally.
Ooh. Boys and girls.
Anyway, this is our Halloween special. That shit was bananas, missing base.
But what was the name of it? What was the name of it? Like, what was the theme?
Yeah, what
was it like? Resident Evil or G.I. Joe or Commander Wars?
Commander Wars.
Bum, bum, bum. We need music. We need
screen sharing time. About to start screen sharing. It's like, no, I don't have that. I can't do that.
A chopper shooting paint.
Oh, for real? That is crazy, yo. Yeah,
that thing keep making me look twice.
Yeah, that helicopter.
Chopper shooting paint.
We'll probably never have that.
Nah. We might have a guy dressed like a helicopter.
Yeah, or
shooting paint.
Try to, feebly put together some wood to look like a helicopter.
Right, and you can get inside of it and shoot paint out.
Did you have to pay to ride in the helicopter, or was it just they had random helicopter flying around shooting paint? Which that'd be kind of dope if they had every once in a while. It's like airstrike and
or you could. It's just called
big game. Okay.
Big game.
Long big game. That's the one. That's like super game.
Right. Okay. Was there any celebs out there at that game?
Celebs.
What do you call them?
I'm trying to think of a name now.
Right.
Because apparently celebrity is an offensive word in the world of paintball. People get all upset when you say that someone's a celebrity.
Were there any well-known ballers?
Here we go. Was there any paintball characters? That's
paintball characters. Were there any paintball characters at the event? 4 people in the room.
4 people! I wish we knew who it was, though.
Right.
If I press that button, what happens?
It blows up.
Nothing.
Don't press that button. Hold on.
Press that button.
Bam, bam, bam. I mute the microphone and shares.
What's that do? Show live. Yeah.
But it's not showing them.
Because Devon's the only one talking to us. Wolf and Greg Hastings. All right.
Oh, okay. Whose side was you on?
I know the game he's talking about.
Right. Yeah. Whose side was you on? And did you get to meet either of them?
Big game.
That was at Hell Survivors, right?
No, Long Island.
Right.
Somewhere up in New York.
Up in Jazzy.
Was it Jazzy?
I think it was Jazzy.
I don't know if it was Jazzy.
I think it was Jazzy. I think he said Jazzy. We can't go back and look at him, you know what I mean?
Play with your soccer ball.
Forget about it. I need to make some lasagna.
Lasagna. All right, big game. How many people's in the room? All right, look, 5. Why don't y'all give us a sound off so we can give you a shout out?
Right.
Because we can't see who's in the room. We know Devon's in the house. Big shout out to Devon. And for the people who just joined, this is Command Bros Live. What do you do? And basically, we're just testing out the waters for the live show to see if people want to, actually talk to us, and so we can talk to you. If you want to trade paintball information, if you want to ask us anything about paintball or anything in general, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to necessarily be about a marker or the tank or the camo. It could be about after parties. It could be about what do you do on a regular. It doesn't matter. That's what the whole setup is. To get a little bit more in touch with you guys, so you guys know where we're coming from. You know where you come from, and then plus it makes it a lot easier when we go to these different games. I conversated with you, but just remember, you got to tell me your name, your call sign name, because I won't remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jason. That was me, Jason. Remember I made the comment? I won't remember none of the Jasons I came across. All right, Devon in the house again. Come on, gotta go with the brother. He pulled the race card.
Gotta go with the brother.
That's what's up, man.
Did you get to meet Wolf?
He's
a
how
cool.
was Wolf?
Right.
I would have wanted to see. I would want to meet Greg Hastings. Only because
Long Island, Strong Island.
Strong
Island.
Only because I never met Greg Hastings. You know what I'm saying? I'm already cool with Wolf.
Right.
So
we met Wolf.
I would have wanted to. I heard he can like sell ice to an Eskimo.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, yo. Did you have like an enjoyable? You know what I'm saying? What would you call that?
Time.
Yeah, I guess that's not what I was saying. Did you have an enjoyable? You know, say acquaintance with them when you met them? Were they like cool? Did you just say, hey, did they stop and talk to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hey, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah. Did they throw a patch to you or something? I know every time I see a picture of Greg Hastings, he's always smiling. So it seems like he's a really cool dude.
And were they offering test runs of the game?
What do you mean test runs of the game?
Well, you know, you got that new paintball game coming out.
What?
Greg Hastings.
Yo, Big Mike in the house. Yo. That's a good one. Hey, yo, Big Mike's in the house. He's from SAS, West Virginia. That's right. Them boys is mag fat and they ready to play. They'll be coming out to P3 Paintball Park this Saturday.
Saturday.
The entire squad.
The entire squad.
Deuce. Okay, we got you, Deuce.
Call sign Deuce.
Deuce. All right. Devon, I remember Deuce. But yeah, like I was saying, West Virginia SAS will be coming out to chill with the Command Bros Saturday at P3 Paintball Park. That's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you are in the area, come check them out. I've played with them many a times. I love playing with them.
Against them.
Electronic magnetic personalities.
Right.
They're fun. And they all run with MadFat. And you wouldn't even know it because these boys let loose. I said both were cool as hell. All right, cool. That's my man Deuce. He had given us some insight on big game in Strong Island, New York, and that was being general by Greg Hastings and our friend the Wolf. Oh. And from his understanding, he got to meet both of them. He ran with the side of Wolf. I don't know who won yet. He didn't tell me. And I'm sure if you the game is over, I'm sure everybody knows who won because they usually post all that shit on Facebook. But either way, he said his meet and greet with them was fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
There's some more likes in that room, so we know that people are liking this.
Right. It says he said both stopped and talked and got a tour of duty patch from Greg. Now that's what's up. Right. You know how we love these patches.
Right. So that's the thing about paintball. You could see a guy on YouTube and go to a game and play next to that guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you watch another sport and you go in the field to play with that guy, you'll be arrested.
You'll never get to play with that guy, period, in another sport.
Right.
You can watch him on TV, you know what I mean? You can see him on Facebook. You can even send Messenger, but you'll never get to play with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That just doesn't happen. You'll never get to play with, the Cowboys. It just doesn't happen. But in the world of paintball, the characters, they're you. It's you. That's why I love the sport. Anybody can do anything and be whoever they want to be. But other than that, what's the next quest?
You got one person in the room.
I bet you that's Deuce. Deuce, you still in here, big dog?
Was that the...
No, that was the Wheel of Fortune. That's on here. I don't even know if they heard that.
Who just jumped in the room? Let's get a roll call.
Roll call. If you jump in the room, type something in so we can shout you out. So we know who's all watching and listening and we can get... here we go. Big Mike.
Oh, that was Big Mike in the room. Of course, SAS will be U.S.
Of course.
Right.
Currently, Connecticut moving to Charlotte this weekend.
Looking for a new field.
All right, anybody know any decent fields in Charlotte? No? Charlotte, what's that? South Carolina? Charlotte, North Carolina? Okay. Is it North or South? I think it's South.
It's in the Carolina.
Yeah. Command Decisions. Yeah, that's right. It is Command Decisions in South Carolina.
He said it's B.R.O.S paintball.
B.R.O.S paintball?
Paintball.
You got two right there, bro. See how intuitive this show is, and we're just fucking around.
Just fucking around.
I mean,
drinking brews.
we need to write that down.
Talking to you.
Black River Paintball.
I like that one already. Black River Paintball.
And by the way, just so you know, this is the Iceman, Mike Mowry, giving you all these hits on where to go to when you move down to next week. And I hope you're writing them down. So you got B.R.O.S Paintball, you got Command Decision, you got Black River.
I think there's a, what's the name? A time delay.
Yeah, there probably is.
Right.
Do a dame do or die? What's that say? Do or die paintball? I'm trying to have a what did it say? I couldn't read it. It was all small.
It said he's trying to get through, but his signal's messed up.
All right, now if you see me out here reading it and it looks all like what the damn energy, I'm gonna show you the reason why. See, this is what I really have to use when I
North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put this shit on because
nerds.
The reading glasses.
The reading glasses.
So.
And who reads?
Everybody reads.
You have to read to be on social media.
Right, you gotta read.
You gotta read.
There we go, Mike. Deuce said, "Thank you very much, Mike, for hooking him up with all these fine paintball parts for his next excursion to his new dwelling in North Carolina."
Shouldn't we have 5 likes? Because we got 5 people in the room.
We should have 5 likes.
You know what I mean?
Mike said, "No problem, big dog. I gets down for the town, baby. As long as you balling, we gonna ball with you. We're gonna make sure you're gonna get out here and play."
He'll be close. Let me see. What game is down there? No, Folder Gap is in
South Carolina.
South. He close to Folder Gap.
Yeah, Folder Gap.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
But it might have been that Command Decision. Yeah, it's that Command Decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we in there. Folder. Yep.
See.
He didn't know. I had to tell him.
I knew.
He didn't know.
You didn't even know where it was at.
You know this is being taped. They see me say Command Decision. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right.
Hey, you can't believe everything you see on video.
I'm going to give you all some tips. I'm going to give you some golden tips.
Golden tips.
It's the little things, the small, tiny things that count that step your game up. All right? This is for you wood ballers. And it might sound like something trivial, like for real energy, what the fuck? But this is very, very important, especially if you don't want to like twist your ankle and shit, or step into a deep ditch of mud and your foot goes all the way in it, all the way up to your knee. All right.
This boy getting real
yeah, he is
model-ish.
Yeah, he getting real model.
I see what the blokes is talking about.
Yeah. Boys across the pot. All right, check it out. This is gonna be the tip. All right, when you're stalking in the woods, okay. I feel like telling the bear and the rabbit story.
Right.
There's a bear and a rabbit in the woods, taking his shit together. And the bear turns to the rabbit and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Rabbit, you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur?" And the rabbit was like, "Nah, I never had a problem with shit sticking to my fur." So the bear wiped his ass with the rabbit. But for real, this is his tip. And it's very small, very minute, and there's a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? If you're into any type of sports, it's the small things that you tweak that steps your game up. All right, this one is when you're walking in the woods. All right? Very simple. Always walk heel toe. Heel toe. It sounds corny, all right? But for real, most people walk with the ball of their foot and they lead with their toes. And usually this is the reason why you're kicking tree trunks and shit. Like myself, I do all the fucking time. You guys are silly. Thanks. All right, but like... that's not yet.
That's not yet.
Not yet! But look,
let's get a like, not yet.
Yeah, come on, man. We got like 5 people in the room. We got 2 likes. But anyway, I'm back to what I was saying. I'm always kicking these these roots, you know what I'm saying, stubbing my toe. It damn near broke my I don't even know what it's called. It's not my ankle, but like, you know what I'm saying, the corner of my toe.
Thanks,
and shit,
not
right?
yet.
But anyway, like I'm saying, if you walk with your heel first, you lead, like, we'll just say your foot's this way. You walk like this, and then your toes. Number one, if there's any obstruction that you can't see, because you know how your mass stops your lower peripheral, all right? You'll step on it more than jabbing your toe into it. Plus, if you step on like soft ground, you know what I'm saying, when the earth is kind of soft, almost muddy, when you put your foot first, all right, it's going to be almost like a knife going into butter, all right? But when you lead with your heel, it's almost like sort of works like Eskimo shoes. You know what I'm saying? The heel takes the butt, and then the top of your foot flattens out, so your whole foot's not going to sink all the way in before you catch your weight. So always walk in the woods, heel, toe first. That's just one of the small little tricks. Everybody paying attention in the classroom? Everybody?
Are both of y'all listening to us?
Yeah, all two of you. Write this shit down. All right. It's small, but you'll thank me for it later. And you know what I'm saying? It'll help you from like fucking stubbing your toe.
Stubbing your toe.
God,
every game, he stubbed his toe.
And you know when I do it? When I forget to lead with my heel. And I'm like, hey, boop, 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 pow! Ah! This says, y'all got a patch with love, a Command Bros patch.
Coming soon, bro.
Coming soon. Speaking of the Command Bro patch. Okay?
Couple Command Bro stuff coming soon.
Now, from my understanding, if you want to get a patch, Command Bro 3D patch right now. Right now.
Glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark dip. It's dope. All right? If you want this patch, you really need it, but you want to get it before we even drop that shit. You want to check out the patch panel. The patch panel already has been made. They're waiting for people to put in orders. Let them know the Command Bro sent you specifically. The code is, I forgot it, but I'm telling you, thank you for entertaining me on my lunch break. I'm still cracking up in after nerd classes. Oh, damn. Anyway, the patch panel already has the patches, but we're also coming out with a set of local patches soon. It will be our boy Jimmy Bones.
Jimmy Bones.
It's going to be dope. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? If you want the 3D ones, you have to go to the patch panel. You know what I'm saying? They have them. They're glow in the dark, so even if you play the night games, you'll you know what I'm saying, rain terror into your enemy.
And all you'll see is an afro skull running in the bushes.
Ooh, that'll be dope. It's going to be hot. But anyway, we're also coming out with the other patches. Also, our shirts will be dropping very soon. So stay tuned.
Command Bro line. What
What do you do? Is there the first? I don't know if we're gonna call this the flagship shirts. You know what I'm saying? Or what do they call it? When is this the emblem? The banner or no? What is it?
Logo.
The logo. Yeah, the logo. All right. Command Bro logo. What do you do? You know what I'm saying? On the front, it's my man. They're being made right now. We're just waiting for them to come in the mail. You know what I'm saying? They're dropping. They're gonna be hot. Banging. You'll see us with it. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to want
one.
We're going to give you one.
You know what I'm saying? I think they might even give you some superpowers. Key might. It doesn't work for everybody, but some people will put it on and have invisibility. I don't know who. You know what I'm saying? I think it might be a gene thing. Get one. It's going to be hot. I think they're $24.99. But either way, when you see them, you'll love them. They're no one has them
right
but us. And they're authentic, official. Yeah. Anyway.
What's people doing this weekend coming up?
This weekend, any shout-outs, anybody going to any games, any special events?
Because you know SAS West Virginia's coming to P3 Saturday, so if you want to run with the Mountain Boys.
You want to run with the boys, I tell you, man. I was a big fan of P3! I was a big fan of the Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid, man. I loved the Dukes of Hazzard. And these boys remind me of the Dukes of Hazzard, man. Like Bo, Luke.
He said if it don't make him invisible, he'll give it back.
Give it back. I mean, it's not our fault. There's a certain genetic gene that once the shirt mixes with it, I seen a motherfucking turn invisible. Never met him again, though. You know
Never seen him again.
You got to wear it right. That's what it is. So if you don't turn invisible, you're not wearing it right.
You got to put the batteries in it. But
it might get you extra bounces on your paint when somebody shoots you.
You know what I mean?
The
It
third one.
has an
That one,
invisible
bro.
wiping system.
Right. Have a good day, guys. Have a good day, guys. From Not Yet. Got to get back on that work grind. I feel you, Not Yet. We're doing that right now.
Right.
I know, it's horrible.
God damn it, Bones.
Terrible. We love you, Not Yet. See you Saturday.
What's going on Saturday?
Saturday. Well, the Command Bros will be at P3 Paintball with their combat ref techniques. Also, SASSSSS will be showing up in full power. Way more fun than my job. Love you guys too. Don't get me wrong. You'll have a job just like this before you know it. Not yet.
Right.
Telling you what I know. Plus, you'll also get to experience the combat reps at the Command Bros, where we make paintball exciting again.
Right,
That's right. You just won't be out there by yourselves. You'll also constantly have the Command Bros barking infinite information in your ear and make the entire environment more realistic to the game. That's what we bring to it. All right. Plus, you get to meet the best MagFay players in the area, I guess, so we can say, you know what I'm saying, straight from West Virginia.
Ooh, you just started something right there. You know that, right?
Well, you know what I'm saying? You think they're better than SAS, you need to come on down and check them out. Because, you know what I'm saying? I think they're running with
a squad might need to drink to that.
You know what I'm saying? They run with MagFed. A couple of them have some speedball guns, and they're very experienced when it comes to warfare.
MagFed
One of the better squads I've seen run together. Now, I'm not saying that they're the best. I'm just saying.
Who said that?
I'm just saying, one of the better squads I've seen run together, honestly. Not Yet, Kivo, Beerman, Iceman, Maui, Point Blank. I mean, Groundhog. They got crew. They be doing what they be doing. And they be running with a cat from Assassin Alliance. You know what I'm saying? Double pistol what?
Why? No, what we call him? Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday.
To
make you his Huckleberry.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I was playing. I wasn't
playing. Had a little cut. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch Tombstone.
Right.
But yeah, come out, check us out. Now, is there anybody else who wants to know what's popping, what's good, what MagFed gun that they want to get or should know about? Let us know. Now, personally, in the MagFed world, we started off with the M17 Sig.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people have been asking me.
It'd be in Disney World.
It'd be in Disney World. We would have saved you a lot of money. But the kids will love it.
What day are we talking about? Oh, you going to Disney World next week?
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, I can't beat you, you know what I'm saying, on the Disney World. Ours is only like 5 hours long. Yours is like a couple days, so that's cool. But the M17, Elise Friday, Bill said, I got likes and dislikes. And it is in the Command Bro policy when it comes to paintball. We like to keep it as real as possible. All right?
Real.
Now, without actually telling you that this is a terrible ass gun, because that will be a lie, I will tell you that it is a high maintenance weapon. All right? And as for me, I personally am a very low maintenance type of guy. Honestly, I mean, I have had several problems with the gun to the point where, to my understanding, you have to work with this gun on a consistent level to get the kinks out. All right, and personally, the problem I have with that, if I go to buy a gun and
I wanted to work amount of money on
it. I wanted to work immediately, and I don't want it to break because of something, you know what I'm saying, technical or it's sensitive. You have to do this. You got to use a drop oil. No, you got to make sure you got to put 2 sears. See, that's a lot for me. I like, you know what I'm saying, I buy the gun, I put paint in it, I air it up, I start shooting it, and then if there's something wrong, I can take it to somebody.
Something I want to tweak.
Yeah, something that I want to tweak, and I only really want to do cosmetically tweak stuff because I don't want to mess with anything like that and for it to break. Like another gun that mag fed that I personally have a problem with. I don't have this particular weapon, but several of my friends do. It's the TM15. I mean, at first you get this gun and you're loving it. Like, oh my God, this is great. You know what I'm saying? It's doing everything I want, such it. And then I go back to these same guys with this gun, and then it's like, it don't work. And they pay like a good $400 or $500 for a gun like that. Like, I personally am still working with this Mil-Sig gun simply because I like the way it feels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When
The
it's
realism.
working. You know what I'm saying? I want to learn. It gets me into the Mil-Sig, simulation world more. You know what I'm saying? And it's making me find a whole bunch of faults that I have that I want to correct. You know what I'm saying? And be better at. But at the same time, I hate when I'm in the midst of this, you know what I'm saying, learning procedure for myself and trying to come to another aspect of the whole full spectrum soldier type thing, because that's what I like to do. I have to stop because of something's wrong with this gun now. You know what I mean? So I can't attest to all the Mil-Sig guns. I know they just came out with the new one, the M5, and I'm hoping that it worked out all the tweaks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That the M17 probably had. But
that's like buying a car, and then 2 weeks later you gotta get the brakes fixed.
I'm not with that. You know what I'm
What
saying?
kind of shit is
yeah,
that?
I'm not with that.
Like, come on, now I just spent this money on this ride. Now
Yeah, they'll
fix.
tell you
like,
all this extra stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, but, you know what I'm saying, it has 450 horsepower, and, you know what I'm saying, when you do past 6, such, blah, 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 but it's like, but it's not starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, the starter went bad off of 3 weeks and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Now, we have heard of one, and we've seen people shoot, we don't, and they really never have a problem with it.
What?
Titman's version.
Oh, you know what? What is that one? That's the TMC, right?
Right.
The Titman MagFed. I don't know what the
C.
C. All right. And you know what I mean? Now, the thing about the Titman gun, I'll tell you the pros and cons for that. As far as it working, of course, it's a Titman and it works very well. It does exactly what you want a paintball to do. It'll give you the feel that you want as far as your little magazines. I think the magazines are a little pricey. But all of them are pricey. And since Titman is new, what's up, big dog?
Who's that?
Kibo.
Right.
But the mags are kind of pricey to me. And since it's basically a new weapon, you're not going to see a lot of mags for sale on BSTs. You know what I mean? Because it's relatively new. Like for the Mil-Sig, you can get a shitload of mags on the BST, you know what I'm saying, buy, sell, trades, because everybody had it and a lot of people were selling and changing their guns, this, that, the other, but for the Titman, they're not. Now, the con that I have about the Titman, it is not even really a bad con. Can you guess?
Can't go full auto?
Okay. Can't go full auto, but for me, that's not really a big deal because it's a mag-fed gun. And even unless you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, put the hopper on it, you know what I'm saying, it'll work for as well as it does. So mag-fed, I will, even though like my Mil-Sig goes full auto, but I will never put it on that because then I have to be changing mags faster and I only have limited ammunition. But no, that is not the con that I have. Who's that? Deuce. Deuce gonna be some
furniture moving, the gun breaks, now it's constant grip.
Okay, but the con that the bad part about it, it's not even really a bad part, is when you get it and you pick it up, it feels like a toy. Yeah.
Right.
That's basically it. There's really no real weight to it. You know, like at least with the my Mil-Sig, it feels somewhat like a real weapon. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the more feel. I feel a little bit more rugged. Yes, you can, Kibo. Please.
No, you said, can I,
Yes, he said, Energy One, can I help you with the Mil-Sig? Yes. And that's another thing that's the pro about my Mil-Sig, even though, like, because I'm not really the maintenance dude. I'm not saying it's a bad gun. I'm just saying for all the babying that you have to do with it, that's really not me. You know what I'm saying? You might be the dudes, because I know a bunch of guys who have these guns and they love them. They love them to death. But their maintenance, and they like that shit. They like taking apart. And most of them are like military, ex-military, whatever. So they're used to that shit. But I'm not. And like one of the things that that the gun did, yeah, they are very temperamental. Like my man Kibo said, they're very temperamental. And me, To me, my guns are my women. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have a whining chick with me all the time because I'm trying to have fun. You trying to have fun, baby? You ain't, no, I don't know. I'm just trying to go on this party, kick it, dance, go back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? You all worried about, you know what I'm saying?
You want a ready-made stepdad.
Yeah, I don't need that. You know what I mean? That's how I look at my weapons. Like, I name them. You know, Ruckus, Mayhem, Hitman, Impact. You know what I'm saying? Impact is on his way because y'all haven't heard that one yet. Snuck that one in on you. But either way, the reason why I love these guns is simply because they're no maintenance. I didn't say low maintenance. I said no maintenance.
And no first strikes. They just haven't made the...
that's no stroke.
The magazine to take first strikes.
That will be a legitimate con for TMC.
Yes, it would be.
Right? They don't have first strikes. But if you look at the marketing on it, normally the dudes who's buying that gun, they don't even know about what first strikes are. And... you know what I'm saying? It's your first level gun, so that's kind of cool because it's almost like you buying.
It gives you an inspiration to step up.
Yeah. It's almost like when I first got my Project Salvo.
It's like you can try it out,
and that soaked $500 in it. You know what
right?
I mean?
And if you don't like it, go back to the hopper because you can switch the motherfucker back to the hopper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you do like it, I'm like, all right, now I want to try first strike round.
Yeah, it's not the TMC is not a dedicated magazine gun. All right, it gives you the option to try both of them out, which also because we're all about growing the sport and having new players come in and they ask us all the time. What gun should I get in? Should I go to Walmart? We're like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to spend about $200.
Called Killhouse Weapon Systems. .com.
And you know what I'm saying, we can send them to like Tipman and they have these low level guns that give you a high performance feel. You feel me? Now by the time your performance actually steps up to the level where you need something better, it's done its use and you're like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying, I need to get this X7. Feel me? So you got to look at it from that perspective. But 468 is my love workhorse. 468. All right, I give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Kivo used to have a Milsig. And how do I know? Because when I had my Milsig, we fought along each other at
Vietnam.
Vietnam. It's kind of dope that we can say shit like that. Like we fought together at Vietnam.
Right.
It's paintball though. But either way, he was the one who was like, he had a Milsig and it was just so temperamental. He got the 468, and I believe that's made by Tiberius.
I think so.
Is that Tiberius 468?
Who makes the 468?
I think they were bought out by First Strike though. So
who they buy First Strike? MCS?
The PMC, the MCS. Right. You know what I'm saying? These are all reputable, nice Milsim guns. But personally, I can't wait to get my
Modern Combat Solution.
Okay. MCS. We gotta check them out. I really don't have any information on Modern Combat Solution. So check them out. Let us know what you know about it. I know my man Kivo. He's from SAS. He knows about it. Look him up.
I was giving him a shot of the SAS.
Oh, there we go.
Right,
there we go.
Right.
SAS. West Virginia. Mountain Men. It's probably backwards on this though. But they'll be here Saturday. You know what I'm saying? He fucks with them strong. But yes. All right. So like the DMC, if you're a beginner guy and you don't know, you want to get into the military simulated form of woods ball, and that's fantastic. Your budget is around $200. That's dope too. You know what I'm saying? The TMC is the one for you. Now, if you're spending anywhere from $300 to $500, check out the Milsig. If you want to get an M17 CQC, the one I would recommend is the M17 Elite. And I think you will have to search for this one on the BST because it's an all metal body. And from what I'm looking at, the one that I have, the problem that I believe is with this gun is the fact that it's made out of some type of hard plastics. I can't even really tell you what the material is, but it's some type of man-made plastic material. And what happens is when you gas it up, you know what I mean, that material expands and it squeezes, you know, certain parts on the internals and causes it to jam up. Also, there's a sear issue, all right? And I would not know any of this shit if it wasn't for, you know what I'm saying, the problems I've been having with the gun. Like, I couldn't tell you about the X7 internal simply because it never broke. I can't tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the 98 because it never broke.
Right.
I grabbed the gun, I put the paint in it, I shoot, boop, 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 boop. I wipe it down at the end of the day, I grab it again, boop, boop, boop. It's just a constant routine. This one of my guns is sitting in the corner for a minute, collecting dust. I was like, let's see what's up with this. Put a battery in, grab the gun, put the paint in, boop, 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 boop. That's what I like.
Right.
But this, I tell you one thing, you will be very educated on how the
a lot of late nights on YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, on how this particular weapon works. So like the sear problem, sometimes the sear at the end, and that is what allows you to go from like semi-auto to full auto. You know what I'm saying? It catches on this metal sear and there's like a lip on it, and over time that lip rubs down, so therefore it'll shoot off sometime. Also, there's these rings in the back of it, you know what I'm saying? Some people have 2 rings, some have one. Apparently I need to get 2 of them. One of my homies from Whiskey Squad gave me, he had an extra one, so I'm gonna put that on, see if that stops, because I will have problems of ghost firing, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what ghost firing is, that's like when you're just holding your gun or you put it down and it shoots by itself, like a spirit walked up to it, was like, let me check this out. Boop, 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 boop. To me, that's kind of dangerous. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm afraid, you know, some kid's going to be next to me, or, you know, you just don't know, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that makes me uneasy. So I don't want to really give you the full impact on how this gun performs in the field, simply because it hasn't performed to its 100% potential yet. And I will continue to work forward to try to get it to work at its potential, because I spent so much time into it at this point. I could either chalk it up or love it. So I'm leaning towards the love, because I'm not really a quitter type, and I like to learn. So therefore, this is the one weapon that let me give it an incredible understanding on how this market works, you know. So and I still haven't learned everything, but I learned what I needed to know to get it to stop doing the majority of the things that I was doing. And then like with that, also I had to tweak the front. There's these pins, right? You know what? Let me just get the strap.
As you go get the strap, P3 Paintball. Come and enjoy the Command Bros, combat refs. Experience a new type of paintball.
Oh, excuse me. All right. This is my M17 sniper rifle. Okay. I dubbed her the Bushmaster. You know what I'm saying? This was going to be my answer to the European marksman known as Hidden Hedgehog. All right. I am such a big fan of Hidden Hedgehog. I love how he cinematically puts his paintball videos together. I love the story that he puts to him, that I wanted to do an American version, you know what I'm saying, called, you know, Death Car American Sniper. But this is what's stopping it from happening. And I put it out in the field a couple times, and I told you, you know what I'm saying, the problems that I had with it. A lot of them I had gotten alleviated. But it's still, from time to time, ghost fires. So therefore, I can't really start my little thing, because in fear I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you what I did. You know, this was a M17 CQC. Okay, I had gotten a in-air stock. This is made by Psyops. I got this at Ion at their little tent. I think this cost me maybe $50. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I was like, all right, because I didn't like the tube on the end, you know what I'm saying, the 13, you know,
you shoot 3 shots and then
yeah, the 13 cubic tank on the back, and it had this big bulky thing. They were like, you got this thing, you can slide it back and forth, and it was all wiggly. So that was the first reason why I didn't bring it out. I didn't like the way it felt. So I waited till Ion, and Ion came across this. This was perfect. It matched the little color scheme I was trying to break off into it. So that worked out. That's great. All right, bound. Then I went out and got me a crossbow scope. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this is made by BSA. I know you thought I was going to say Kill House Weapon Systems, but I was in such a rush to get this gun put together and start on my filming for, Death Card American Sniper that I went to, your regular sports store, Dunham's or whatever, and got a crossbow scope, which is kind of cool, It's basically, really, I don't even think it's a crossbow. It might be a 22 scope or something like that. Then I went and got the...
tell them the benefit of that, the scope. The 3-inch eye relief, and you get a scope for your gun.
He's absolutely right. Let me tell you. Let me put this down. All right, if you are going to go buy a scope for your
marker,
but
gun.
More often your sniper rifle, and you're shooting first strike rounds, all right, what you want to get is a scope with a 3-inch or more eye relief. All right, I know you guys want to go out there and get just a 4-time scope, but the eye relief is very important. All right, because I put this together so I actually could use the scope. All right, now I know that paintballs have a drop off, unlike bullets. Okay, so therefore, over a particular distance, the paintball is going to drop lower. So basically, you're going to have to raise the scope a little bit, all right? And there's all different type of things that you can add to your scope to make it work very well with first strike rounds over, a particular distance. But one of the things that people don't know about or don't even ask about is the eye relief on when you get your scope. All right, now when you get an eye relief, what it means is when you look down this scope, the 3 or more inches, how far your eye has to be for you to focus on the scope. And the reason why this is important is because normally you have a mask on. So if you buy a scope and you're buying in the store and you're like this, he'll be like, yeah, put it on this gun and see how you're, and you're like this to see it clearly, and it will open up. It'll look like a black ring, and then when you get the purpose first, the whole retina will open up and it'll be all clear. All right. But if you're like this close, you will never be able to look down that scope with your mask. All right. But if it's a 3 or more eye relief, okay, this is about where your mask is going to be at, and there's that 3 inches before it open up. So even if you have to move in a little bit or further, you won't have to worry about your mask clanking all up against, your fire or your weapon. All right. So make sure when you go out to buy a scope, all right, you want to ask about what is the eye relief. And if they don't know, because they probably won't, because it's just a person like you or I working at the counter. It's not like it's a gun expert. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ask them if they have a manual. Like, is it possible I can look at the manual or look for it on the back? If you can't see it, make sure you find out what the eye relief. Look up on the internet before you buy the scope, because it'll look all badass, this, that, and the other, but you won't be able to use it. All right, so you want to get a 3-inch or more eye relief. So when you put your mask on, you look down that scope, it's crystal clear. All right, and from that point, the reason why I say get a crossbow scope, which I don't think this one is a crossbow scope.
No, that's a 22 scope.
Yeah, it's a 22 scope. The reason why I say get a crossbow scope, because on a crossbow scope, let me show you. It's easier. A crossbow scope is the closest thing that you're going to get to react like a paintball. All right, especially a first strike round. The only difference is the crossbow still has a little bit more power behind it because of the intensity, the pounds that's coming behind the tension of the string, and the bolt itself is a lot heavier than a paintball. But other than that, the bolt does have a drop. You know what I mean? Just like any other arrow. So therefore, the crossbow scope is designed. Let me see if I can draw this for you.
Now we move on to the arts and crafts parts of paintball. Where Energy One will come and show you his fantastic drawings.
It's not going to be that fantastic.
I'm still on one of your cigarettes.
Again.
All
right. We'll go like this. Draw it. It's art and craft time.
Arts and craft. Arts and craft.
With energy one. Pitch.
Bitch.
Alright. Go like this.
Is anybody else drinking? Is it too early to be drinking?
It's never too early to be
Never
drinking.
too early to be drinking. And if it is,
alcoholic.
I'm on Japanese time. And Japan.
Inipan.
Ichiban. Number one.
Alright, here we go. I'm almost done.
He's almost done.
Almost.
So you lost somebody because you started fucking drawing.
That's their loss because I draw fucking spectacular. That's what I got. Okay.
Let's see. Can y'all
Bow!
see that?
Here we go.
You see
Teaching
that?
you something like
Teach
that
you
right
something.
now.
In
Right
your
now.
face.
In your face.
In your face.
In your face. In your. All right, check it out. This will be your regular 22 scope. You know what I'm saying? For your rifle. All right, your rifle scope. This will be your crossbow scope. All right, and the reason why I say that you would want this one more often than you would want this one. This one's fine if you have decent judgment. You can just, you know what I'm saying, raise the crosshair as to where you think, you know what I'm saying, the drop is. This one gives you a little bit more of distance and drop. So like for instance, if you got a crossbow scope and then you sat at home and you're like, you know what I'm saying, weird like me and shit and want to know what the distance is and with your gun's most effective, I could go outside and be on some okay, if I want to hit somebody at 30 yards, I use this one. All right, if I want to hit somebody at 40 yards, I'm going to use this one. And if I want to hit somebody at 50 yards, I'm going to use this one. You feel me? Then I'll just put their head or their body in between this because they're about 50 yards away. All right, that's why I say it is in your best interest to go out and buy a crossbow scope. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be effective as a sniper. All right? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying. As he interrupted me with the eye relief. Okay? I also put a 1-inch riser on it, you know what I'm saying, to raise the elevation of the scope. You know what I mean? Plus another 1/2-inch scope holder, which it also has these thickety rails built into it to the side, you know what I'm saying, for camera use. You know what I'm saying? That was for my shot track, you know what I'm saying, camera, so I can zoom in because it has a built-in 4 times camera scope on it, so I can see my paintball smack you in the face. Yeah, but you know what I mean? This is all the things I put into this gun. This is the reason why I like it. There's no need to abandon it now. I will get it working. But I'm just telling you the reason why you haven't seen it as of yet. So, as far as the problem I was having with this cool-ass weapon, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, it's very cool. This particular thing helped me out a lot because of this riser made by RAP4. You know what I'm saying? It works in handy as a handle for when I'm carrying it. You know what I mean? I didn't yet get a strap for this because it is not working to its optimum level.
Optimal level. Therefore, it shouldn't be strapped yet.
Right, so I pretty much stopped putting cosmetic shit onto it because, you know, there's no need to keep doing that. It's not going to work.
Like putting leather on a pig.
Right. After that, it was basically, let me figure out why this marker won't perform the way it's supposed to. So what I have come to the conclusion, and oh yeah, by the way, just for the record, you can also put a hopper on the M17 Milsec CQC. So that is also an obsolete option for the TMC because you can do the same thing with this.
And then you go full auto with it.
Yeah, and plus you can go full auto with it, but it's twice as much money. All right, so either way. So what the problem I was having was shooting by itself. I mean, shooting by itself. Like, nobody was even touching it, you know what I'm saying? So I took it apart, you know what I'm saying, and got that rectified. And then it got to the point where it was shooting, but then the firing mechanism or air pin, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, would freeze up, and then you couldn't even squeeze the trigger anymore. It was just all like swollen, you know, it wouldn't break down. There was nothing you could do. It wouldn't work. All right, so took it apart, you know what I'm saying? Put it back together, greased it up, gave me the, kissed it, you know what I'm saying? Told it a bedtime story, put it back together. Finally, it'll start shooting again. Boom, 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 boom. So I take it out to the game, and then I get it, boom, boom, a couple practice shots. Yeah, it's going down now, baby. Get out there, not yet right next to me. Bang, bang, we bang it, such and such, and boom. It breaks again. First time heard a scope tutorial, brilliant. Thank you, bro. I try to let everybody know what I know so we can be more deadly in the field. All right, now, so anybody, like I was saying, it broke on me again.
Shout out to Deuce, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Deuce.
Since the beginning.
Big shout out to Deuce. Big shout out to Mike. Mike was with number 2 in the room, I think. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, SAS, but Deuce, yeah, you on it. You on it, bro. We watching you. But check it out. So it came down to the point where I noticed that because of as soon as I took one of these pins out, it would unfreeze. You know what I'm saying? So like it wouldn't be like stuck and jammed in anymore. So you know what I'm saying? I put it back together and they were like, well, you know what? You got the bolts on too tight. You know what I mean? It's sensitive, not too much. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I did all that. I mean, I got this shit on so loose that I could take it off with my fingers. You feel me? But same problem, same bad time. So what I did this time was didn't put one of the bolts back in. So this is what I did.
The manufacturer might have put an extra bolt.
Now let me show you how it all comes around though. Check it out. So what I did was, because it would shoot a couple rounds, you know what I'm saying? You think you start getting your confidence back, then that freeze shit would happen. You know what I mean? And then when I go to take it apart, I take this one bolt out and everything go back to normal. So this time I didn't put that shit back in. I left that shit out. So my mag, the bolts I'm talking about, there's 2 bolts. I don't know if you can see them. There's supposed to be one here, and there's supposed to be one right here. All right? When I took this bolt out, nothing happened. The shit was still froze. I take this bolt out, it's like you took a girdle off a fat chick or something. You know what I'm saying? Start breathing. Like, yeah, that's all I needed, boy. And I was like, all right, word. I'm peeping you, baby. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, when I put it back together, I didn't put this bolt back on. Because I felt like, all right, the problems happen when I connect the air to it, all right?
Right.
Now, first, my understanding, my great tactical friend from Canada was like, yo, you can't put... Jester Tactical. But he said you can't put a regular tank on the back of it. You can't put, like, you know, I got this big old 68 Ninja. He was like, nah, the air pressure is way too much for that shit. You need a 13. You know what I'm saying, to put on the back of that joint, right? I'm like, all right, cool. So I did that shit, you know what I mean? And then I still start having problems. So this time, I start listening to my baby. Yeah, I'm not divorcing her. I'm in it. I'm out here. It's where we at. All right, so what I did was, she was telling me that this shit would be choking her. You know what I'm saying? Gagging her when the air be up in her. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'm going to alleviate that. So I didn't put the bolt back in.
Right.
That alleviated all that freeze up and jamming up. Now she'll but sometimes she's a little too happy. You know what I'm saying? We'll just be walking through the woods and she'll just want to let me know that she's still on my hand. Boom! Shoot for no reason. You feel me? So that's a problem. So because of this...
Now, was the bolt stopping that?
No, the bolts alleviated the problem. This is what would happen. All right? There's this little thing right here. And I'm going to call it a thing, because I could tell you the name, and if you're not familiar with this, you won't remember anyway. But there's this little thing right here that you pull back, all right? And that basically slides this bolt back from being jammed up, you know what I'm saying? And then lets it go back, all right? But for some reason, when the air will get onto it, the pressure will either swell this up to the point where sometimes that bolt will get jammed, you know what I'm saying? Where it won't slide back. It'll just be stuck in the firing position. All right, like boom, and it won't come back. So you can't, this won't pull back at all. You know what I'm saying? The trigger is like hard as stone. You know what I mean? You can't even change the safe setting. This button right here, see how that is easily turns? This is full auto. You know what I'm saying? This is semi, and this is the safe. All right, boom. If I go like this, it won't fire. When I first step into the field, this is always on. I don't turn this off until they blow the horn. You know what I'm saying? Which is sometimes a bad thing because I'll go to shoot somebody and my safety will be on. But still, I'd rather do that than whatever. And this would still shoot. So that was a problem. You know what I mean? So it got to the point where, for the most part, the rapid fire shooting, that's all alleviated. The firing mechanism, I forget what Justice told me was called. Either way, you know what I'm saying, that was alleviated. So that she's not choked up anymore. So that, and I believe on the M5 there's only one bolt instead of two on the mag. So I think they figured that out too. Of course, it's their gun. They should. Anyway, but now the only thing is every once in a while, boom, she'll ghost fire. But I have a ring. There's supposed to be another ring that goes in the back somewhere back here. I have to take this off. I've just been lazy because, you know, and some people have two rings, and that is supposed to alleviate
the
problem I have with this strap. You know what I mean? And hopefully this will be done before the next game that I utilize it, because I really do want to try to start off this Energy One or Death Guard American Sniper. I think that'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? And throughout it, I was going to try to give you a whole bunch of tips and tricks, you know what I'm saying, to be a sniper if that's what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? No fun as you're the only one.
Right. We've been on an hour.
An hour. It has been 1 hour. We have enjoyed you out here in Command Bro land. I hope that it catches on, because we're going to be doing the same thing every week. We're going to try to do it on the same day.
Every Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Every Wednesday at about
this time.
And then we'll be drinking and talking to you.
Right.
You know what? In fact, most people go on lunch around 12 o'clock. It'll be Command Bros lunch break. What do you do?
Right. Command Bro lunch break.
Yeah, we'll be done at 2 o'clock. So that means
we enjoyed y'all company.
We enjoyed you.
Thanks for chilling with us the whole time,
Thanks
Deuce.
for chilling with us. Deuce.
You know what I mean? Like, subscribe, share. Make your girl watch. Make your man watch.
Yeah, your girl's going to hate you for it. But
right.
After she watches a couple times.
Well, those guys is funny as shit.
They're funny.
They're alright. It's cool, baby.
You know what I mean?
You can watch it. It's better than watching them bitches twerk.
No, we're not really better than watching them, but it is better than watching them. But we're not better than watching them. But check it out, you know what I'm saying? I hope you got the tips that we put today. And all these tips that we give you are random. They're not pre-scripted, so you know it's what we really do.
Right.
Like the heel toe thing, remember that? It'll save your toes and stop you stepping in.
It'll save your pockets.
Yeah, really. And the eye relief will actually save your pockets, or actually just get you to buy something and be satisfied the first time. Instead of being like, oh man, shit, this is the one I want. Yeah, buy another one.
Right.
Because you know we don't take shit back. We just add it to the rest of the junk that we bought that doesn't use. At least that's what I do. I have a whole bunch of junk over there that didn't work, and I never took it back. It's just sitting over there. Because in the back of my mind,
it's going to work.
Nah, there'll be somebody else that can use it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Or I bought it for some future use that I don't know about right now. That's just how my mind thinks. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yo, Energy One.
Brick Top.
Command Bros.
What do you do?
Peace.